Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and like the heading says, some tips, how to warm up, how to get your left and right hand and your brains work together before a show or recording session or, practice, whatever, just before you start to play. This is something I do always. I've been doing since 90s and it has worked pretty well. So this summer, this is the first normal summer in a few years to me, so I'm pretty much playing every weekend big festival shows in Finland and in Europe with Suburban Tribe and with CYHRA. I'm actually going out tomorrow, or maybe if I post this, well, depends when I post this, I might be playing now at the festival or whatever. I was just here a couple of days, I mixed a couple of songs for a Finnish band, and I just decided that, yeah, I probably should do some video. So this is one of the questions you've been asking, how I warm up. And so here we go. So a little bit of thoughts behind this. This is not about me getting, playing in speed, because I'm not gonna get any faster or slower, 30 minutes before the show. That work has been done during years and years of stuff. This is just for me, like I said, to connect my left and right hand and my brain so that I feel that I'm ready, I feel connected, I feel one with the guitar. The first thing is, these are all basically just chromatic stuff, and these are cool because I can do this, sometimes you don't have time to warm up. Sometimes tech will handle me a guitar 15 minutes before the show, festivals. Then I just do these as much as I have time to do. It's just for the kind of, I feel more secure when I have done this, because I've always done this. So the first one is really simple chromatic stuff, 4 notes per string, alternate picking. And these are also picking exercises. So watch my right hand, how I move it, and the movement. So I'll explain this then afterwards, but it's basically just this. So I do these kind of muting, not muting, quieter, slower, a little bit faster, just to get the, and kind of having a groove. And the idea is that your right hand should be here, as little movement as possible. So you're basically keeping your right hand here while you're picking all the strings. And this is just everything, alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, the second one is a similar thing, but just 3 notes per string. So you're starting the first, low E string on the downstroke, the next string A on an upstroke, downstroke, upstroke. So again, brain, hands, connect. Kind of this, again, creating different rhythms and just starting to feel connected with the guitar. So 3 notes per string, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And yeah, the guitar is in standard E flat tuning, but obviously this works in whatever tuning. And the next one is a little bit, again, making it a bit more challenging for brain, at least to my brain. So you start. Now this is 4 notes per string, alternate picking, but you start each string with a different finger. So first you start with the index, then with the, you know, middle finger, then with the ring finger, then with the pinky. So. And so on. Cool? Yeah, somebody asked the gear. This is the ESP M1 custom from the 80s, going straight into the plexi, nothing in front. And cabinet is 9060BX, where I have greenbacks and greenbacks. Now I'm miking one of the greenbacks with single SM57. And then it goes to my Universal Audio's Apollo XH Unison preamps, and it's an API preamp, then into Pro Tools. Alright, so that was that. And then this one is, again, a bit more challenging. So this is kind of string skipping. So each note I play with a different string and down, up again. So. Then I'm starting this coming from, you know, down here to, or up here to down with a downstroke. So it's a lot easier to play, you know, starting with an upstroke when you go here, but that's not the idea. The idea is to make this challenging and kind of get the movement and the coordination. So. A little bit, yeah. So, and again, keeping the hand here as little movement as possible. This is something I would never play, this kind of lick, but this is just to give me, you know, confidence, you know, hands, brain, you know, if I need to do a lick that I need to actually change strings going, you know, alternate picking. And this would be a lot easier then to play with, you know, economic picking, like down, down. But that is not the purpose of this exercise. Okay, then that's that. And then there's these trill things, just to get the muscles kind of warm up, and it's also a good muscle exercise for your left hand. So I'm doing trills usually here, starting on A and A flat. So I'm going like, let's put this like here, like this, up to here with these two fingers. Then these two I'm starting here. Then these I'm starting here, and I'm going all the strings down and up. So. And so on. And you know, the less gain you have, or I do this, I don't have a amp in the you know, backstage or anything. So this is really without anything to make all the rings notes. So you really need to work. And then when you're playing a show, you know, at least I have a bit of more gain, you know, with because this is the sound without anything. Most likely I would play live the style of music I usually play with CYHRA, just adding a super overdrive. make it a little bit easier when you have a bit more gain and sustain. But again, this is, you know, not the, I'm not playing this live. I'm warming up so that I will play better live. Okay, and then so that was kind of, this is really cool, just to, you know, practice grow your muscles on your fingers, and really good for pinky also. And then you can obviously do more stretches. Really good, especially for, you know, training your pinky, because that is the weakest finger. It's the weakest finger for me, but, or, well, it still is, even though it's pretty strong. Okay, and then it's this one where I'm playing open strings and pick strings again to get the hands brain, you know, to sync. So, whoops. So slowly. And with all strings. And sometimes with more palm muting, less. I played it a little bit faster now because I haven't warmed up. I'm warming up. So the important thing is that play as slowly as you need to play for that you play cleanly, because then your brain, your hands, they will remember the mistakes. But if you don't make the mistakes, you play slow enough. Try to have a kind of groove. Different variations, you know, and but the pattern is, for me, for some reason, it's this. Kind of E major, but I'm doing the same, you know, pattern, which in E major is the notes on E strings, but I'm playing them all strings, so I'm kind of theoretically switching scales, but it's just to keep this. Now this would be actually B major, because I'm playing with a B string. And so on. Okay, cool. And then when I've done this usually takes 10-15 minutes. I'm usually fine. If I have time, I just do diatonic modes, let's say in A minor, starting on here on the first position. Going through all the 7 modes, and slower, faster, and sometimes, you know, like different groupings, like picking and then doing a hammer-on, pull-off. Or So then just now I played, you know, each string twice, then just once. Or then maybe picking first string, second string, hammer on. And so on. This is also cool to, you know, remember the modes if you for some reason have forgotten them. But just for the sake of, you know, okay, yeah, I still remember all the modes, you know, Lycrian, Ionian, Mixolydian, whatever. And then I do the similar thing with pentatonics, just like going through the boxes. And then the same with chromatic passing tones. And again, hammer on, picking, palming. Like that. And then after I've done these, the chromatic stuff, the modes, the pentatonics and the pentatonics with chromatic passing tones, then if I have time, I play Master of Puppets from start to beginning, because that's a cool, you know, right hand exercise. That was a little bit shortened, but to play as fast as you can and as clean as you can and everything down picking. And another cool rhythm exercise is playing a Through the Never. Little mistake. And so on. The sound is not exactly, you know, it's a, you know, plexi, but those things. And then when you go to the show, play whatever, or I feel confident, my left hand, my right hand is in sync with my brain by doing all these alternate pickings, hammer-ons, pull-offs, thrills, down picking exercises, and then, you know, I feel ready and, you know, in fire, in, you know, ready since, you know, from the first song. So it doesn't take a couple of songs to get used to the you know, situation. Hey, hopefully you found this interesting and informative. Until next time, thanks for watching. See you on the shows, maybe, hopefully. Bye.